Hello, welcome to biology class. My name is Tamir Bright. I'll be taking you on Introduction to Biology. We'll be looking at biology as a study of life. Before we go on, the word biology originates from two ancient Greek words. The Greek form is difficult to write, difficult to pronounce, so there's a romanized form of it. Bio. Bio means life. And then logi or logia. Logia means branch of study. It could also mean to speak of. So if you combine the two words together, bio and logia, branch of study of life or to speak of life. So biology is simply the study of life or and living things. So biology is the study of life and living things. So it raises the question of what is life? It's difficult to say what life is exactly scientifically, but when you see something that's alive, you would know I'm alive. The trees are alive, and ants, insects, they are alive, right? But what exactly is life? So philosophically, for the Christians, Jesus is the truth, the way, and the life. For orthopedics, life is movement. It's difficult to say. So scientists use qualities that are found or associated with living things to describe life. So we're going to look at 7 qualities, 7 characteristics of living things, using those as the judgment for what life is. So if you see any organism, anything that is termed living, it should have these qualities. The first one will be cellular organization. Cellular organization. Everything that is alive is made up of one or more cell. That is the idea of cellular organization. And then the second one is ordered complexity. Ordered complexity. Everything that is alive is very complex in its nature. If you compare a rock could be as big as it is. It could just be calcium carbonate making up that big mass. But as tiny as an ant is, one of the cells in an ant is made up of a lot of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen forming carbohydrate, a lot of proteins, a lot of phospholipids, and different chemicals arranged in compartments to form the cell. And then these cells come together to form tissues, and then these tissues come together to form organs, like in humans, the heart, and then organs come together to form a system, and then the system comes together to form the whole organism. So it's complex, it's ordered, and it's complex when you look at the components of living things. Unlike non-living things, it could just be a mass, a chunk of one single thing. So that's another big difference. Living things are orderly complex. The third one is they are sensitive. The idea of sensitivity. Living things are able to respond to external stimuli. For example, a plant that grows in a shade and there is a source of light will tend to grow towards that source of light. So they are responding to that external influence, to that external stimuli. That is the definition of sensitivity. The fourth point will be that I would chunk 3 things together. Living things grow, living things develop, living things reproduce. So living things increase in size. Living things, parts of their bodies become suited to perform particular functions. Living things are able to bring forth new offsprings after their own kind. Is a quality of everything that is alive. The next point, the fifth one, is Energy utilization. The sun is a source of energy, and what the plants do is they trap the sunlight, combine it with simple things like water and carbon dioxide to form food. They use the sunlight's energy utilization. And then we animals, humans, we eat plants, we eat other animals, and take the energy that is stored in them and convert them to useful energy for us. So that is also another way to identify an organism that is alive, ability to use energy. The sixth point is homeostasis. Homeostasis is maintaining a fairly constant internal environment. The, the living organisms maintain their internal environment against whatever the prevailing external factors are. For example, my temperature should be about 36.6 degrees Celsius. Even if I'm in an air-conditioned room of say 15 degrees Celsius, I would still maintain my temperature. The ability to maintain my internal environment is homeostasis. My blood concentration is thicker than water. Even if you dip me into a pool and keep me for 1 hour, it won't dilute my blood. So that the ability for me to maintain an internal environment that's different from the external is called homeostasis, and it's a quality found in every living thing. And then the last one is evolutionary adaptations. Living things are always faced with challenges, and in order to overcome these challenges, they evolve, they improve on themselves. So when they improve, the part of the population that is not able to improve is selected naturally, is weeded off, and then the part that is able to improve is selected naturally to perpetuate, to continue to live. It is a quality in everything that is alive, evolutionary adaptation. So that's it for today. So to recap, we've said that biology is a study of life and living things. And we've said because defining life is difficult, scientists came up with 7 characteristics that are found in every living thing. The first one is cellular organization. Then we talked about ordered complexity. We talked about sensitivity. We talked about growth, development, and then reproduction. We talked about energy utilization, homeostasis, and evolutionary adaptation. So hook up to the next class when we talk about biology as a science. Thank you for watching.